So, taking this moment to welcome you to the mod 2 of this strategy, and here we'll be talking about checking out for the channels and patterns on our lower time frame H4, and I'll teach you how you can spot these patterns on this time frame. Here we'll be talking about the double top, the double bottom, the bull flags, bear flags, symmetrical triangle, expanded triangle, and reversal patterns. Everything will be explained in details. Now, I want you to know that your channels and your patterns especially, are your tools in the market. I will be including other tools, but just know that these are your tools in the market, and you're going to see it happen a lot trading Dow Jones. Now let's dive straight into the first one. This is the double top. Now there are different types of double top, and I'll be telling you that double top most of the time doesn't act like a resistance. Most of the time the market goes up, like you see here, the market goes up. Take out those stops for resistance and sell. You see here the market goes up, take out those stops and sell. That is our double top. That's the first secret to trading double top. The upper trend line is usually upwards. That is the first secret. Now let's put out this particular double top on a real life chart. Let's go there. Always remember that when trading patterns, the market and the patterns are not always picture perfect as you want it to be. But that's why I said, if it looks like it, trade it. If it looks exactly like it, execute, because the market is not always picture perfect. Now, as you can see here, this was a double and even a triple top. Let me outline it now. This is it. This trade was a clean trade. This was a trade. This was a trade. Now guys, I want you to remember when drawing your trend line, your lines has to be at the week. Remember, at the week. Now, see what price did here. This was a clear double top and triple top too. As it's expanding. So here, price dropped, went up, dropped, went up, dropped, went up. Now, you'd see what price did here. This was supposed to be our entry, right? Price did something a lot of people call fake out. That's why when trading, you have to give price breathing space. This was it. Let's say this was the take profit, the last low. Remember, last low, take profit. And then your stop loss was around this last high with extra 20 points. That would be around 90. That was a clear one. Is a trade setup. This pattern occurs rarely, but when it occurs, it is usually a sweet trade. It's usually a sweet trade. Like, it gives good reaction. It gives good reaction in the market. It moves nicely. That's all I'm trying to say. So this double top, let's say you're trying to do, the price is going to do a resistance zone, and then you took it here and price went up. Well, it took out all your stop loss before respecting the slanty double top. Now you'll see this pattern in so many places. You'll see the similarity in this and in this. That's so much similarity. It occurs in double top and also occurs as triple top too. Now let's say you were late to the chart and you arrived at the chart, you'd see this was the double top. But this is another pattern actually. Here we are talking about the double top that looks like an expanding triangle. These are all continuation patterns. The double top that looks like an expanding triangle. This is it. This is it. You can't fight the market. Now, always recognize and acknowledge the fact that when it touches the trend line again, it drops, expanding down to this point. Look at the example that was drawn here and look at the chart explanation. So that's it for the first double top. The second, which is the double top that looks like it's ascending and the downtrend line looks like it's also ascending. Now let's look at it in a live market. We should see one of that. We should see one of that. We should see one of that. You would see one of that. So I think this is it. This is it. The top looks like it is expanding, right? Let's go there. Yeah, it looks like it's expanding. It looks like it's ascending, and then the down also looks like it's also going upwards. It's trying to box price, right? So here is it. This is it. This is the second type of double top. Watch. This is it. This is the diagram example, and this is the real life chart market example. This is it. Where price pumped, dropped, pumped again. You see, and then dropped. This is it. Now, this is the third type of double top. Then let's go to the next type of double top, which is the parallel type of double top, where price is creating a double top parallel to its trend line. Now let's see it in the market. We should see one of that. We should see one of that. We should see one of that. Yeah, this happened recently here. This double top, this was a significant touch here. That was it. That was a significant touch here. Clone. Remember, to be sure if this is right is by cloning it. Does it clone? Is it parallel with the last low? If yes, then that is the trade. You see, this is the trade. So price created two tops that were slanted to each side. Then if you clone it, it's parallel to each other. You can take this setup here. Your stop loss is this last significant high plus 20 points, and this is your take profit. Isn't this too good to be true? Isn't it? Well, your take profit should be the exact touch of the trend line. That was this trade for you. That was that trade for you. And also, let's see if we are going to see that same type of double top again in the market. Well, yeah, this is looking like it. This is looking like it. This is looking like it. The impulsive breakout of this is looking like it. Watch, right? This is looking like it. We clone it, and we have this. Watch. Okay, this is actually looking like the other pattern. This is actually looking like the other pattern, where it goes up, but with an equal low. This is also another type of pattern. Now remember this CPI day, this was another double top. Watch, this was another double top, and price respects it a lot. You do not have to panic when taking this trade. All you need to do is give price space to breathe by giving it a proper SL. Watch. You see? And then CPI came and took everything. So these are all double top patterns. The one going upward, like they're all ascending, the one parallel to each other, the one going up with equal low bottom, the one looking like an expanding triangle, the one also parallel to each other. These are all live examples. Now let's say we were to take this trade and it was around here, we were late in the morning, and this will be our TP just at the trend line, and our stop loss just here above the previous high, extra 20 points, make it 100. This would be the trade. And the CPI day, this was the CPI day. You take this trade around here with your stop loss at the trend line, and your take profit at the trend line, and your stop loss just above that high. Stop loss just above that high. This is okay. Now these are all double tops, parallel and ascending. That is it. This is where your take profit is going to be. Now it is good to be aware of these patterns. So that you don't get tricked in the market where you're having, you want it to have equal highs and equal lows and whatsoever, and you may keep missing out on good trades. You take these trades, you hold the target, take this trade, you hold the target, and you are just beside profitability with these tools. This is like a secret. With these tools I'm explaining to you, I don't think you have anything to worry about trading US30. These tools work with other pairs, but being specialized, I've seen this thing work with dojos over a period of time, and I can tell you it's a hack I'm sharing with you right now. So let's quickly go over to the next pattern. Clear it. So we'll go back to the next pattern. Now if you watch in this double top, there is a clear similarity, which is the uptrend line always going upwards. It is not equal, it is not downward. The uptrend line is always slanting up. So that's a similarity which I myself observed, and I want you to observe. I'm sure you'd observe the same thing while practicing, that in double tops the upper trend line is always slanty going upwards, and you take your sell just here at the slanting line, and you give space in case of fake out, and your stop loss is usually the last high plus extra 20 points, and then your take profit is the next low where the trend line has been outlined. That's where your take profit is. So now let's quickly go over to the third pattern, the second pattern, which is called the double bottom. Well, this is just the reverse of double top. Yeah, and it also has types which are also the reverse of the double tops, and I would show this out. Let's go to the chart and see the live examples of this double bottom. We are going to outline it, then see the ones that looks just like this. It also has similarities. So let's go here. These patterns occurs a lot in the markets, and I can tell you that I acknowledge the fact that it works and can be traded without fear. Trust me, it works and can be traded without fear. Now let's go. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is the parallel double bottom. The parallel double bottom. It gives one touch, two touch, and boom, in profit. This is going to be a let's put our long position. Let's say we bought this trade around here. Remember, your stop loss is last low plus this is going to be around okay, that was last low. This is it. This is your trade. This is a clear one. This is going to be a take profit. The point where it touches your trend line, you're out. That's the double bottom for you. So let us check out the next type of double bottom we are going to see here, which is this. This was a double bottom trade. Most of the time, the double bottom is usually parallel. Most of the time, the double bottom is usually parallel from my observation. Not like the other types of double bottom doesn't exist. It actually exists, but it is more existing as parallel than as other types. Well, let's keep going and we'll see the other types. Let's say this was a double bottom. The gap made it so wide, and it was also a channel, but it was a clear double bottom trade. This was a clear double bottom trade. Well, I think that will be all for now for this year 2025. As you can see that there are more parallel double bottom like this. When I mean parallel, existing as this, parallel to each other. The trend line are parallel to each other compared to other types. I'm not saying they don't exist, they actually exist, but in rare cases. Let's look for something like this. I'm trying to deal with the most recent data. There was also a buy trade around here. Let's see. Yeah, this is it. This was more like watch. This was more like this. This is it. We figured it out. Let me show you what I mean. This is it. This triangle here. 1, 2, 3. We're expecting a buy, and it did same. 1, 2, 3. So let's say we saw this, and we'll be taking our buy around here, and our stop loss. Always remember last low. Is there any last low around here? any last significant low. Well, last low. You zoom in. Last low. Last low. Once just a 200, and our take profit is going to be around here. Okay, that's going to be the take profit. So this is also a double bottom. This was also a double bottom trade, as you can see this pattern. So this also exists. It's just the reverse of this, and it exists in the market. This was a clear buy trade, and buy the trade bought from here to this zone. The trade bought. So that will be all for now for Dow Jones, but double bottom on US 30. Let's go over to see if we can cover up the next pattern. Now I want to let you know that there is a common similarity when trading double bottom, which is the downtrend line descending. If you check out all the live market patterns which I just showed you, you can go back to the video and see that all the double bottom, the downtrend line was descending. Watch from here, the downtrend line was descending. You see that downtrend line was descending to create that double bottom. It wasn't equal, it was all descending. Watch out here. You see the downtrend line descending. So that is a clear similarity between the double top, double bottom. The double top, the uptrend line is ascending, and with the double bottom, the downtrend line is descending. Now we still have about 8 more patterns to share, and I will be explaining this further in the next video. Yeah, good to have you on this call. See you.